only promote the truth.
Y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is. We going in part 2, round 2, session 2 of Operation Rise. Yahuwah's name has to be lifted up. And then he said he will draw all humans unto him. Yahuwah's name has to be lifted up. Shout out. Brother Bill let me know I'm sounding good. He got my mic check. He's holding it down on the mic check, Brother Bill. Hey, his name's got to be lifted up. Then he's going to draw all the people to him. Now, what they do with it, Sister Cheryl coming in with that monster super. I see you, sis. Shout out to Sister Cheryl. Wait, what are we doing now? When he draws everybody to him, everybody gets to choose it or not. That's why we had this song, this rocket, choose it. Get to make that decision to choose it. I want everybody to hit the like button. Let's just do some housekeeping. If you're here, make some deposits because I'm going to teach you great word. Like always, we got the best teachings ever because we got the truth. Now, all you got to do is be able to talk and just open your mouth, and then the set apart spirit will give us what to say. It's on. Yeah. We're going in. We're going in. We're all over the world, by the way. About 100 countries. Promote the Truth has got themselves expanded. And hey, we just simple, man. We just some good old down-to-earth, simple people that found Yahuwah about 18 years ago. Several of us. Part of this whole team. I love it because we just kept it simple. We just kept bringing a simple truth, and then all of a sudden it's resonating. And more than likely, you know Yahuwah's name because we started telling everybody the truth. Everybody the truth. I'm proud. I'm proud. Because now you in on this. So now you're part of this. Now you in on it. So your name is getting written in that book of life on what you're doing now. Now, are you stamped? Is your name written in the book of life? Just don't get it erased. Just guard the commandments. We show you what to do. We keep you on track. We support you. We love on you. We do all that stuff. We just can't make your decisions. We can't give you no effort. We can't give you no energy. You got to bring that to the table. We give you the information. You just act on it. But we don't went all over the place. Now, do me a favor real quick. I'm getting ready to name off these countries that we're in. Get a couple jams to warm us up, and then we're going in on Bamadabar 16, and it's nuts. I'll tell you that right now. Number 16 is crazy. Now, what we do is when you come on here, we ask you to drop your name, your city and country, or your city and state if you're in the USA. Because each state is like a country, by the way, in the USA. So we have people that have come here and said, this is my name, this is my city, this is my country, and I love Yahuwah. We did that about a year or so ago. And that means we got representation in all those places because nobody's going to say I love Yahuwah out loud and then turn around and be ashamed. Right? You're not going to be ashamed. So we got representation that said, I love Yahuwah from Australia, Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belgium, Bermuda, Botswana, Brazil. And if I don't say your country, you drop it in here. And y'all pay attention. If I miss somebody's country, y'all let me know. Brazil, Cameroon, Cambodia, Canada, Cook Islands, Colombia. That's where I'm at right now. Representing. Curacao, Denmark, Dominica, Dominican Republic, Dubai, England, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Fiji, France, Germany, Ghana, Grenada, Guyana, Hungary, India, Indonesia, Ireland, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Kenya, Macedonia, Madagascar. It's more than just a movie. We got people that love Yahuwah over there. If I don't say your country, let me know. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Maralika. And say some of these countries I never heard of in my life. So this is also great educational. We're getting some geography representing Yahuwah here. Malawi, Mauritius. That's the island, but it's a country. Mexico, Namibia. What's it? Namibia. Yeah. New Zealand, Nicaragua, Nigeria, Northern Ireland, Norway, Pakistan, Papua New Guinea, Philippines. Y'all hearing this? Yeah, I said Kenya. I got you, Kenya. I got you, Elijah. Pakistan, Papua, Philippines, Portugal, Qatar, Romania, Saudi Arabia, Scotland, Serbia, Seychelles, Singapore, South Africa, St. Lucia, St. Martin, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, Switzerland, Tanzania, Tasmania, Thailand, the Netherlands, Trinidad and Tobago, Uganda, Vanuatu. Yeah, Vanuatu. It's a country. Yay! Wales, Zambia, Zimbabwe. Did we miss your country? Tell me. Do you love Yahuwah? Did we hit your country? Y'all put it in the chat if I miss somebody's country. Yeah, put it in the chat. I'm gonna run these states down. Y'all understand that? That's like about 80 right there. That's more than 80. You talking about representation. I don't know any other platform that's got that many people representing Yahuwah like that. And in the USA, another country, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, home state. My daddy over there representing saying I love Yahuwah. Look, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana. Hit them like buttons if y'all want to light this thing up. You look at this representation. Where you know it's like this? Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Washington State, Washington, D.C., West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. Did I miss y'all? Did I miss anybody? What? Look at that representation, fam. Aaron, think about that. For a lot of y'all got here, y'all already had somebody in your spot, where you're at, representing, saying, I love Yahuwah. And then they go over to tsinfo.org, and then they support. They put their money where their mouth is, and let's get this thing spread. They said, let's come together. That's what the whole power of the telethon is. It's like blow the whistle. Everybody come together. Eula over there in Sweden. Did we get Sweden out here, Eula? Hold on, Eula. Sweden got to go out here now. That's our sister. See, I like that. Got to add it on the list. That's why I want to know. And she is a real one. She's been strong supporting Eula, our sister Eula over there in Sweden. Look what she said. My name is Eula from Sweden. I love Yahuwah. Boom. Another one on the map. How y'all feel about that? When y'all sit there and look at this, you might have thought, man, I'm all alone. I don't know. No, you got brothers and sisters all over the world that are standing up, coming out of the woodworks, going, oh, something ain't right. I knew it. And now we got witnesses. Like I'm witnessing this good old delicious fresh squeeze. It just got squeezed. Mango juice. Squeezed fresh with some cane sugar. That carbon-6. So when you get that carbon-6, that pure cane, that's got that carbon-6, where it's just the sugar's used for energy, not for storing any fat, not for raising your blood sugar levels to abnormal. It's just good old energy. People say, how you got that energy? Man, I got this carbon-6. Y'all were messing with that carbon-5. You see that white sugar stuff you eating? Jack your blood up. You know what I'm saying, Brother Benjamin? Brother Benjamin, when this session's over, you and your money call me. Who are talking to me about you? Brother Benjamin, you got that assignment? As soon as this is over, call me. Y'all know how to get a hold of me. And ain't too many people can get a hold of me. But they know how to get a hold of me. And they know why. Is that awesome, y'all? Do y'all see those shout outs? Christine, you think about that. Woo! I'm just going to scroll real quick before I go in. I'm so proud of y'all. All you new people listening out on the outer rim that's not over in the inside. Did y'all hear all those states, all those countries? About 100. About 100 countries. Over 100 if you count all of those states. And I'm so proud to be up here on the front line. Yeah, I'm on the front line. You ain't got to guess where to find me with Yahuwah. You can go back and look at my track record. All them videos. Just go look at YouTube and just look at all them videos. All these years, I've been up here on this front line way before hardly any of y'all knew anything about Yahuwah. I've been up here. I've been rocking with Yahuwah for going on 18 years. In May, it'll be 18 years. And all my prayers get answered. And I get plenty of persecution for his name's sake. I've got drugged through courts and through hostile takeovers and breakups and families and stabbings in the back and trying to kill me, poison me twice. I've been literally poisoned twice. One with arsenic, one with mercury. Couldn't kill me. Because you don't know who I am. Why couldn't they kill Yahuwah? It's a high probability I'd say yes, that Yahuwah and John, the one who Yahusha loved when he was here, that they put him out on that island of Patmos, right? Remember I say Patmos? Patmos. They put him out there. Why? They couldn't kill him. I believe he's walking around on earth right now. How you know you ain't met him? It's a trip when you think about it. Now watch how we just continue to grow. And get up on this front line. Get up on this front line. Because if you do, hey, this thing here gonna get in your soul. When it get down in your soul.
You're the creator. You're my provider. Been searching for what feels real. Got lost in the noise, caught in the wheel. But deep inside I felt your call. A quiet strength to rise from it all. Through the trials you called my name. You brought me through the struggles, now I'm not the same. Every step I'm in control, cause your truth keeps burning in my soul. In my soul, I feel the flame guiding me through every pain. Every moment you make me feel hope. Your love is alive in my soul. Oh, in my soul there's peace and fire. You're lifting me higher and higher. Through it all I'll never let you go. You're alive in my soul. You're alive in my soul. You're alive in my soul. Yahuwah, you're alive in my soul. I've seen shadows try to pull me down, but your light breaks through, turns it around. Then you remind me of who I am. I'm a fighter walking in your plan. The trials you called my name. in my soul. In my soul, there's peace and fire. You're lifting me higher and higher. Through it all, I'll never let you go. You're alive in my soul. You're alive in my soul. Yahuwah.
Woo! Woo! Man, how can you not get fired up listening to that? Man, if you got any part of Yahuwah in you and that song come on, it hits all down in your fibers. It hits you in your DNA. Come on. You hear the clarity of that? What you talking about, boy? Just imagine when Yahuwah put them words in my fingers. I sat down and wrote that song, man, and I picked we got a stable full of talent up in here under contract. Nobody wants their name announced to the world. They all are like, look, we agree to have Yahuwah be the focus. Talk about us later. Woo! That song is way. Man, you hear that song? Now I'm going to have to run that back. I'm going to play a little bit of it. I'm just going to play a little bit.
You're the creator. You're my provider. Been searching for what feels real. Got lost in the noise, caught in the wheel. But deep inside I felt your call. A quiet strength to rise from it all. Through the trials you called my name. You brought me through the struggles, now I'm not the same. Every step I'm in control, cause your truth keeps burning in my soul. In my soul, I feel the flame guiding me through every pain. Every moment you make me feel whole. Your love is alive in my soul. Oh, in my soul there's peace and fire. You're lifting me higher and higher. Through it all, I'll never let you go. You're alive in my soul. You're alive in my soul. You're alive in my soul. Yahuwah, you're alive in my soul. I've seen shadows try to pull me down, but your light breaks through, turns it around. Then you remind me of who I am. I'm a fighter walking in your plan. The trials you called my name. Struggles, now I'm not the same. Every step I'm in control, cause your truth keeps burning in my soul. I feel the flame guiding me through every pain. Every moment you make me feel hope. Your love is alive in my soul. In my soul there's peace and fire. You're lifting me higher and higher. Through it all, I'll never let you go. You're alive in my soul. You're alive in my soul. You're alive in my soul. Yahuwah.
Y'all hear that? In my heart, I feel, in my soul, in my heart, I feel peace and fire. What a combination. To have peace and fire. Y'all got that combo pack? Y'all got that combo pack? So when we got Yahuwah, all we got to do is stay the course and just get through. We just got to get through it. That's it.
I used to wake up to the pressure, felt it in my chest. But I know this journey is meant to put me to the test. Voices in my head used to try and cloud my view, but I know Yahuwah is with me, so I keep pushing through. Every trial, every tear, it shaped me. The fire fire burns closer to what I'm meant to be. Can't stop now, gotta see it through. The path may be tough, but I know it's true. I gotta get through.
No time to fall.
Yahoo has got me.
I'll conquer all.
Each stride I take,
I'm finding more.
unlocking my dreams.
That's what I've been fighting for.
Ooh, I gotta get through.
No looking back.
Keep my focus right.
Keep it on track.
The world can't stop me.
Nah, the fight ain't done.
I'll reach the promise.
Yeah, I'll overcome.
Yeah, this weight can get heavy, but I built to last. Leaving all my doubts up in the past. Haters on the side, trying to block my way, but I'm chasing Yahuah's plan every single day. Every trial, every tear, every shaped me. The fire burns closer to what I'm meant to be. Can't stop now, gotta see it through. The path may be tough, but I know it's true. I gotta get through.
No time to fall.
Yahoo has got me.
I'll conquer all.
With each stride I take,
I'm finding more.
unlocking my
That's
dreams.
what I've been fighting for.
Ooh, I gotta get through.
No looking back.
Keep my focus right.
Keep it on track.
The world can't stop me.
Nah, the fight ain't done.
I'll reach the promise.
Yeah, I'll overcome.
Every shadow fades when his light shines through. I've been tried, I've been tested, but I always knew the journey's long, but I'm
never alone. Yahuah's in me. Woo! I found my home. Come on now. Where you at with it? Where you at with it? I just got to get through. And Yahuah's got me. See, when the persecution's coming and they pressing me on every side, I just say, ooh, Yahuah got me. I got to get through. Sister Cheryl said, I'm going to get through. That's right. Sister Cheryl said, I'm going to get through. What y'all talking about? We just got to hold on. We got to keep our brains strapped. We got to get this good food. We got to get that Yahuah food in us. You know I hit that, didn't I, Amber? I hit that one. Woo, woo. Think about it. Just think about it. Just got to get through, man. Why? Who else can we mess with but have Yahuah?
It's always been the truth. We just gotta open our eyes. It's time to wake up. Yeah. Hey. Yahuah over everything. Hey. Yahuah over everything. So you better know it now. Loyalty, it won't stop. I proclaim my allegiance to the Most High. Let's go. Yahuah over everything. Hey. Yahuah over everything. So you better know it now. Loyalty, it won't stop. I proclaim my allegiance to the Most High. Okay, I'm standing on business. You know I'm being authentic. Time to speak the truth, even if many don't get it. Heard too many lies, for too long I listened. Deep down to the core, always felt something was missing. It was eating me up. I can no longer pretend. I'm sick of playing this game. It had to come to an end. Finally I heard a voice. I started making a change. I started yelling the name, and I was never the same. Yahuah, an incredible feeling. Everything's so clear. No more distractions, and it's no more fear. I'm breaking out of the confines. Yeah, I just had to elevate my mind. Everything's looking better and I shine. No denying that I know it's my time. Yeah, Yahuah laid the path. I just had to follow suit. Wanna know if I'm speaking the real? I got the proof. Yes, I'm certain. Yes, I'm confident. I'm absolute. Ain't no telling all the plans that he has for you. Yahuah over everything. Hey, Yahuah over everything. So you better know it now. Loyalty, it won't stop. I proclaim my allegiance to the Most High. Let's go. Yahuah over everything. Hey, Yahuah over everything. So you better know it now. Loyalty, it won't stop. I proclaim my allegiance to the Most High. Yeah, yeah. Nothing higher, nothing greater. Time for you to do it major. I just wanna elevate you, wanna see what you were made of. This world is very broken, Yahuwah brings protection. Don't fall for anything less, don't you fall for that deception. The world will try to play you, but you cannot accept it. You yelling out Yahuwah, so unapologetic. There's nothing more important, I'm telling you the real. The connection is intense, yeah, something that you feel. Yahuwah over lies, Yahuwah over diversions, Yahuwah brings the answers. I'm talking about a purpose, Yahuwah in the mind, and keep them in the heart. Don't sit up on the sideline, it's time for you to start. Hey, we gon' win.
Man, what y'all gonna do with that? You see that diversity in the lyrics every time it's on point, and it's in agreement with how you believe now. If you rock it with Yahuwah, these words are going to confirm you over and over and make you stronger and stronger. We suggest everybody get their playlist locked in. Woo! Liz, I didn't know you was going to start playing that. I was started playing. That's it. All right, y'all. Hey, one more and we going in. Because this lesson is big. We're going to do, this is nuts. Bamadabar, Numbers chapter 16 is crazy. It literally is nuts. But we're gonna approach Yahuwah's word in the right spirit. We're gonna tell him this is what I want.
The noise, through the storm, looking for something real, something warm. Got tired of empty words, broken chains. I was reaching for a love that takes away the pain. This is what I want, what I've been searching for. Love so deep, can ask for more. This is what I need, is where I belong. With you, Yahuwah. With you, Yahuwah. With you, Yahuwah. With you, I am strong. I can't ask for more. This is what I want. This is what I, 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 this is what I want. And every moment feels alive. My soul's renewed. No more pretending. Can't fake what's true. You lifted me from the shadows of my past. Now I'm walking free. I found you at last.
Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Woo! Yahuwah. Who would have ever believed it was all right there in front of us all this time? Always been there with us. He's from everlasting to everlasting. He is Yahuwah, the Most High. Hey, isn't his name beautiful? Isn't his name beautiful? Yahuwah. It's the breath. Yahuwah. Don't even have to touch your tongue to the top of your mouth. Don't have to grit your teeth. You don't have to bite your lip. No good sound. Just Yahuwah. Come on, Sister Cheryl. I'm right there with you. Yahuwah. Just let that breath come out of you. Yahuwah is the air. Let that air, let that breath come out. Yahuwah. Take a deep breath in and just let his name come out. Watch what happens. Ready? He's the air that we breathe. That's him. He's been there all the time, and he's working us through it. He ain't promised us it's going to be easy. Matter of fact, he said, in this life, you're going to have many challenges, many issues. He goes, but fear not. I've overcome every one of them. Those that are in him, we got the victory. We got the victory. Hallelujah. Bamadabar chapter 16. Numbers chapter 16. Yeah. I had to tell him something in another room. Hallelujah. Thank you, man. Bamadabar chapter 16, number 16. Now Qaraha, Datan, Abiyram, and Aahran turned against Mashah. Don't let that be us. Don't let that be you. Now Qaraha, Datan, Abiyram, Aahran turned against Mashah. Qaraha was the son of Yitzhar, who was the son of Kot, who was the son of Louis. Wow. You know, the Luyim, the Levites. It's coming out of his line here. Datan and Abiyram were the sons of Eliab. Aahran was the son of Pelat. Datan and Abiyram and were from the tribe of Rabban. These four men gathered 250 leaders who were well known in the assembly. And they rose up against Mashah. That's why we don't put up with no nonsense. We don't put up with no haters. We don't put up with no backstabbing. We don't put up with no gossip. Not even a little bit of it. None is allowed to promote the truth. None. You do it, you out. We're not even going to deal with you. We're not going to talk to you. We're going to say we wish you the best and we don't want to talk to you no more. Because you one of these people here when you do that stuff. Any little bit, hey, did you hear what sister such and such said? Did you hear what brother such and such said? You know, when brother Jay said this, how'd you feel about that? You out. You out. You are out of here. There ain't no empathizing with you. You just got to go. That's it. Why? Because as soon as you hear a little bit of backstalking, little bit of stuff, you're going to go gather, you're going to go get some other people together. It lights that quick. Gossip lights a fire that quick. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling y'all. 4 men gathered 250. 4 people got 250. So you think we're going to deal with that in here after we got this notification from Yahuwah? Oh, no. And they rose up against Mashah. They came together as a group to Mashah and Aahran to challenge them. The men said, quote, you have gone too far. Everyone in the assembly is set apart. Yes, each and every person here is set apart, and Yahuwah is with them. Why do you put yourselves above the assembly? They over talking to Mashah and Aahran, who's pouring their hearts out to lead them, and somebody got to lead, by the way. Let's address that. This teaches us that somebody's got to lead. Yahuwah happened to pick who the leader is. How you going to beat his pick? How's somebody going to beat Yahuwah's pick? Yahuwah picks the leader, picks the leader's assistants, and then says assembly the team. And what happens is that jealousy comes in. That jealousy in people, that coveting, that ninth commandment, that 10th commandment, which, hey, the ninth one causes you to bear false witness. That's gossiping. That jealousy is a beast. Somebody has to lead. Let's find out who's best equipped, who's got the wherewithal, the stature, the knowledge, and can handle this. Now, I'm telling you right now, on this push, Yahuwah done picked me. I don't know why. I'm telling y'all, I ran from this whole assignment for years. I saw Yahuwah try to, before I knew his name, I knew something was going on. And then once I recognized it, hey, y'all didn't see me coming out on no videos. Other people took the information that I was creating through the Spirit, and they were out doing videos and stuff, not me. Yahuwah literally had to have all kind of stuff push me out to go talk to y'all publicly. I'm telling you the truth. I found Yahuwah in 2007. I didn't start talking out on video until 2020, 13 years later. So don't come to me, ask, oh, Jay, No, I did not. But the bottom line is, it's obvious he picked me because I know what I'm talking about in his word and nobody can refute it. They can get mad. So they come against Mashah here. I understand. When Mashah heard this, he fell to the ground on his face. He was brokenhearted over this. Man, his heart was broke. And he knew what Yahuwah going to do. Heart was broke. He fell to the ground on his face. Verse 5. Then Mashah said to Qaraha and everyone that was with him, in the morning, Yahuwah will make known who is his and who is set apart. He will bring the one he chooses near to himself. Mashah fell on the ground like, man, how am I going to deal with this? And the first thing came up in his spirit was, all right, Yahuwah going to deal with this in the morning. Come on, Sister Cheryl. Then Mashah said this, do this. You and all your followers, get some fire pans for burning incense. 7, put some fire and incense in the fire pans and take it before Yahuwah. That's what I'm going to tell. Hey, go get your stuff together and let's go take it before Yahuwah. Get your stuff together. Let's go take it before Yahuwah. Then Yahuwah will choose the man who is set apart to him. You Luyim are the ones who have gone too far. You said I've gone too far. No, you don't went too far. Then Mashah said to Qaraha, listen, all you Luyim, is it a small thing to you that the allure of Yisrael has separated you from the rest of the assembly of Yisrael? He brought you near to himself to do the service for the dwelling place of Yahuwah and to stand before the assembly of Yisrael to serve him. He set them apart. That wasn't good enough for them. They wanted to be who Mashah was. To be over the whole priesthood. Oh, no. That wasn't good enough for them. That wasn't good enough for them. They want to be Mashah. They want to be the one that Yahuwah set apart and called out. You're going to see it happen in this movement. You're going to see people try to take me out. I'm telling you the truth. It's already happened multiple times. It's going to happen multiple times. People trying to take me out. People putting up videos, people doing searching, people putting up all kind of trash. I'm getting sued. I get all kind of stuff. And I was sitting there going, I didn't want to do this. And you want to try to take me out? Well, by the way, I'm going to stand on business like Mashah. I'm going to take it to Yahuwah. Yahuwah, you prove who you set apart. You prove who you called to do this stuff. Let's get it. Sister Lisa, Bethel, we got to figure it out. Who's the one? Somebody got to lead. Who's the leader? And then the leader sets up leaders. But somebody got to be in that very front seat. Got to have a captain of the plane. You can have two people in the cockpit, but one's the captain. Somebody got to lead. Hold on. He said, ain't that enough for y'all? Yahuwah made y'all the priesthood? And meaning everybody's going to bring the gifts, they're going to bring the offerings, and you guys get to eat, and y'all get to, you and all your families? That ain't good enough? Verse 10. Yahuwah has already brought you and your fellow Luyin, signing Levites, close to him. And now you're trying to take over the priesthood too? Meaning Aahran is in that front seat of the priesthood. Now you want to take my brother out that he's got in the front of the priesthood, and now you want to take me out with it. That's what Mashah's saying. You and your followers have come together against Yahuwah. Your issues are not against Aahran. Hey, he said, wait a minute. You think you coming against me, you coming against Aahran. That ain't your issue. You have now come against Yahuwah. Get your pans. Get your pans together. Then Mashah sent for Datan, and Abiyram, the sons of Eliab, to come to him, but they said, quote, we will not come. Yahuwah's appointed one, his anointed one, he sends messages for two dudes. Come here and talk to me about what's going on with y'all. You know what I'm saying, Sister Cynthia? Come on, let's talk. They said, we ain't coming up there. They yelled out, you have brought us out of the land flowing with milk and honey. They called Mashah, they called Egypt their milk and honey. They said, you done brought us out of there in order to kill us in the desert wilderness. And now you want to make yourself ruler over us? You did not bring us into a land flowing with milk and honey, or give us fields and vineyards as an inheritance. Are you going to poke out the eyes of these men so that you can fool them? He's going, look around, we out here in the desert. What you really gave us? No, we will not come to you! Exclamation point. Mashah became very angry and said to Yahuwah, do not accept their offering. I have not taken even a donkey from any of them. In the writing, it say ass. He said, I ain't taking nothing from their asses. I ain't took a donkey from them. Yeah, you gotta admit, that's funny. But I ain't even took a donkey. I ain't took none of their asses. I ain't take none of their asses. So I didn't even take a donkey from them. And I have not done anything wrong to any of them. Then Mashah said to Qaraha, you and all your followers must stand before Yahuwah tomorrow. Aaron will stand there with you all as well. Each one of you must take his fire pan and put incense in it. All 250 men must present their fire pans. You and Aaron must also present your fire pans. The next morning, each man got his fire pan and put fire and incense in it. Then they stood with Mashah and Aaron at the entrance of the tent of appointment. That's where Yahuwah was hanging. Qaraha gathered all his followers who were against Mashah and Aaron, and they stood at the entrance of the tent of appointment. Then the esteem of Yahuwah appeared to all the assembly. Oh, here we go. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Who's right? Who's wrong? Let's figure it out. Yahuwah spoke to Mashah then and to Aaron, saying, move yourselves away from these men. In a moment, I shall destroy them all. Oh, snap. You imagine they all walking up there going, we got the set apart spirit. Yahuwah got us. We the children of Yahuwah, and there's 250 some of them. And the esteem of Yahuwah comes down and says, hey, Mashah, Aaron, get out of the way. I'm getting ready to destroy every one of them. He said, I'm going to do it in a moment. However, here we go. Mashah and Aaron fell face down to the ground. This is another reason why I believe Yahuwah didn't let Mashah go into the promised land. I'm just saying, it's his heart. But looking back, should just got out of the way. They fell to the ground. They cried out, oh, Allure, the allure of the spirits of all people, please do not be angry with this entire group of men. Only one man has really sinned. It's like only one of them kind of really sinned, making excuses for these people. I'm not making no excuses for nobody. You do what you're supposed to do or you don't do it. And I got to do the same thing. We all got to do the fruits. Can't nobody carry nobody else's bag when it comes to obedience. They started crying. The only one. Then Yahuwah spoke to Mashah saying. So Yahuwah listened to Mashah. And typically Yahuwah would go, all right, Mashah. But this time, what did Yahuwah do? Tell all the assembly to move away from the tents of Qaraha, Datan, and Abiyram. Get away from their tents. Now, not just get away from these men. Y'all better haul ass and get away from them tents. Everybody better split. Everybody better split. Mashah stood up and went to Datan and Abiyram. The elders of Yisrael followed him. Mashah warned the people of the assembly. He said, move away from the tents of these wicked men. Now, Mashah done fell on the ground, trying to take up for him. Come on, Lorena. She said, the Tanakh is so good, ain't it? This is crystal clear. You're going to read your version, you're going to be lost. You're going to be lost. This is just very simple translated language. Mashah said, move away from the tents of these wicked men. He done heard what Yahuwah said. Yahuwah responded when they said, please, it's just one man. Yahuwah said, everybody get out of the way of their tents. So Mashah ran, hey, get out of there. Get away. Get away from there. Hey, get away from their tents. Then Mashah called them wicked men. A while ago, he was like, oh, Yahuwah. Just one of them really messed up. Now Mashah said, no, they wicked. Mashah done looked at Yahuwah and said, Yahuwah is not going to hear me on this one. He ain't going to hear me on this. These are some wicked men. Do not touch anything that belongs to them, or you will be destroyed because of their sins. Mashah said, don't pick up a hammer. Don't pick up no spear. Don't pick up a stick. Nothing that belongs to them. Get out of the way. Come on, Sister Donna. Everybody got to split. Don't touch nothing of theirs. So the people moved away on every side. The people, it went like oil and water all of a sudden. So the people moved away on every side from the tents of Qaraha, Datan, and Abiyram. Datan and Abiyram came outside and stood outside their tents with their wives, their children, and their little babies. Are y'all listening to this story? That is a fact. Datan and Abiyram came out and stood outside their tents with their wives, their children, and little babies. Then Mashah said, listen. Then Mashah says, it was not my idea. But now you will know that Yahuwah has sent me to do all these things. What's getting ready to happen? Mashah said, you see me up there on the ground crying for your tail. This ain't my idea. But you came up against me. You want to take my spot. And everybody knew that Mashah didn't even want the spot in the beginning. But now you're going to know that Yahuwah sent me to do all these things. If these men die a normal death, the way that people usually die, then Yahuwah has not truly sent me. Can you imagine everybody scrambling and moving out the way? And Mashah just yelling out, hey, if they die a normal death, Yahuwah ain't sent me. However, if Yahuwah does a new thing, then you will know they have insulted Yahuwah. He says, now, if you see something new you ain't never seen before in regards to their death, then you know they've insulted Yahuwah. Not me, not Aahran. They've insulted Yahuwah. Then the earth, he said, the earth will open up and swallow them alive. Now, Mashah spoke this out. He said the earth's going to open up and swallow them alive, and they will go down to where the dead are. Everything that belongs to them will go down with them. When Mashah finished speaking these words, the ground under those men opened up. Boom, can you imagine if we were standing there? Can y'all imagine if we were standing there, all of a sudden, they're over by them tents. They got their wives, the children, their babies, and the earth goes split open. The earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up, all their families, all of Qaraha's men, and everything they owned went down with them. They were buried alive and went down to where the dead are. Everything they owned went down with them. Then the earth closed back up over them, and they perished from the assembly. What if you would have seen that? The earth opened up. You see that man with his wife, the boys, the daughters, the sons, the babies. When Yahuwah come to take you out, he taking everything around you out. That's why you better say, as for me and my house, we serve Yahuwah. Otherwise, everything else is going under. He opened it up, man. Now listen to this next part. Queenie, listen to this next part. All the people of Israel heard their screams coming from down in there. And the people ran away. Hey, they was skirting at first, but man, how fast they gonna run now? They was already skirting out. But then they heard them people screaming down under that earth that's done closed up. They getting their last breath air. Just nuts. Chaos. All the people of Israel heard their screams, and they ran away yelling, the earth's about to swallow us too. Everybody is freaking out. Everybody tore up. They are flying, boy, people running. They doing, hey, there's some people out running Usain Bolt. Just got to get out of here. The heck just happened? The earth's going to swallow us up too. Now imagine everybody's running, everybody's scrambling, everybody's splitting, right? Because what did Yahuwah say? Y'all get away from their tents. But wait a minute. Then a fire came down from Yahuwah and destroyed the 250 men that presented their incense. You remember Mashah said, all 250 y'all turned against me? Hey, they thought they done got out of it. They running. They running. And then Yahuwah said, whoa, burn them 250 up too. Take that 250 with you. Take this 250 with you, by the way. Yahuwah saying, you think I'm playing? I'm burning up everybody and destroying everybody that had anything to do with this, coming against the one I chose. That's why I'm telling y'all. Go on, talk trash about me if you want. And watch your life. Watch it. Go ahead and say anything you want to say negative about me, and then pay attention over the next year or two, your life. I literally have watched people come up against me so foul that my spirit felt like dark. And Yahuwah, they stopped breathing. Weirdest things happen to them. Craziest diseases and all of a sudden and heart attacks and all kind of stuff. And then I hear about it and I just shake my head and keep going. It's like Mashah and them sitting there. All right. Now you're going to know that Yahuwah sent me to do this. You don't talk against Yahuwah's set apart ones. He's done called out. Because he going to show you what's going on. There's a mission that has to be done. There's going to be trials and tribulations through it. Ain't everything going to be the way you want it to look and to be all the time. But if you complain against his set apart ones, you can expect this type of treatment. I promise you. I done seen too much. I'm warning everybody out there. Get in line with Yahuwah. Let's all coordinate, have each other's back, and let's work within his power, not against his power. And somebody got to get up here and lead. Then fire came down from Yahuwah and destroyed the 250 men that presented their incense. Yahuwah spoke to Mashah, saying, tell Eleazar, the son of Aahran, the priest, to pick up them fire pans from among the burnt remains, from among all the, ain't nothing but just ashes of people, and scatter the fire in them far away, but keep the fire pans because they are still set apart. Yahuwah said, hey, take go scoop up all their ashes, scoop up all the ashes of 250 I just burned up, and go scatter it far away from here. Keep the pans because they still are set apart. Take the fire pans of these men who have sinned and lost their lives and have them hammered into thin sheets to cover the altar. They are set apart because they were presented to me, Yahuwah, and I made them set apart. They will be a sign to the children of Israel. When you look at that altar and you see that nice shiny pan sitting up there, that nice shiny sheet, that's going to be a reminder. You come against me or my set apart ones, you might be a part of one of these sheets. You might be a part of one of these sheets up here. You don't want to be one of the pans. So Eleazar, the priest, gathered the bronze fire pans. These are the fire pans of the men who were destroyed by fire. He had them hammered into thin, flat sheets and put on the altar. This was done as Yahuwah had commanded to be done through Mashah. This was to be a reminder to the children of Israel that only the descendants of Aahran may burn incense before Yahuwah. What's he saying here? You only the order I set it. That's why Malaki Zadok is so off the hook in this case, our case. Because we couldn't step outside that priesthood, and now Yahuwah has made us a part of the priesthood. We would have no right to bring that fire pan if it had not been for Malaki Zadok, who is Yahuwah. When that transition went from Luyi to Yahudah, you see it over in Malachi chapter 3, tells you the transition. And then you read about it in Abiyram, Hebrews. Brother Shaul's telling us the transfer to Malaki Zadok, and that we get to now participate in the priesthood. However, y'all believe this? This is what I'm going to tell y'all next. However, the next day, all the assembly of the children of Israel complained against Mashah and Aaron. They just seen Yahuwah tear everybody up. All the ones remaining, they come running up there complaining, saying, you have killed the people of Yahuwah. They heard Yahuwah say, get out the way. And now they all cry, you done killed the people of Yahuwah. When the assembly gathered to complain against Mashah and Aahran, they looked toward the tent of appointment and saw a cloud cover it. Then the esteem of Yahuwah appeared. I guess they thought they could come on and keep the complaining going. That Yahuwah was going to be like, oh, okay, it's cool now. Y'all can just go on and be mad at me. Brother Dwayne, that's what I'm saying. What? Then they were complaining. As they were complaining, they looked over at the tent of appointment, saw clouds surrounding, and then the esteem of Yahuwah appeared. Mashah and Aaron went in front of the tent of appointment. Yahuwah spoke to Mashah saying, move away from the assembly of people. In a moment, I am going to destroy them. Man, what's going on? Mashah and Aaron. Mashah and Aaron fell face down to the ground again. Mashah said, Aaron, take your fire pan and put some fire incense from the altar in it. Hurry and go to the assembly and make atonement for their sins, because Yahuwah's wrath has already gone out. The plague among them has already started. Right when Yahuwah came down, he said, move out of the way. Yahuwah, he sent a plague out there to him. That quick. Yahuwah sent a plague up on him right then. So Aaron did as Mashah said. He ran in the middle of all the people. The plague had already begun, so Aaron offered incense to make atonement for the people in order to remove their sins. Aaron stood between the dead and the living, and the plague stopped. What do you think Yahuwah did for us when he came down to this earth and died for us? He stood between the dead and the living. We was dead as a doorknob. We was dead. We was done. In that short period of time, from the time that Yahuwah came down and said, get out of the way, in that short period of time, to the time Aaron ran and got the fire pan and put some incense in it and ran and got down there in the middle of the people, 14,700 had already died from the plague, besides those who died because of Qaraha. That quick, 14,700 people Yahuwah killed that quick. And every one of them would have died. Hundreds of thousands was on their way to death. Right there. But Aaron ran. He's the one that had the ability to make atonement for the people. He ran in the middle of them. Then Aaron returned to Mashah at the entrance of the tent of appointment. The plague had stopped. You have now heard the most purest form of Bamadabar, chapter 16. Numbers chapter 16. Put in the chat how you feel. Put it in the chat. What you learn, what you get out of this lesson. Y'all put it in the chat. You just got the purest form. Did we do a good enough of translating, and did I do a good enough job of conveying these words where you understood exactly what these scriptures are saying? Did you get to know Yahuwah better? Are you closer to Yahuwah now? Are you like, I got a deep I know him, he's not playing. I know Yahuwah's not playing. I know I can't play the grace game. I know I can't play the once saved, always saved game. I know I can't complain. I know I can't talk trash about other set apart ones and other people of Yahuwah. I know I can't go attack his leaders who's pulling all these people together. Who else is doing this hard? Who else is doing this heavy work? Chat is blowing up. So you learning. Brother Robert Lorenzo said, Yahuwah does not accept any nonsense, complaining, speaking disrespectful to the point where don't do it. If you don't like something, what we doing here, I wouldn't say nothing. I would just quietly leave and go on live your life best you can. Because when we get up every day, we put in that work for the kingdom of Yahuwah every day. We within 1 to 2 days of having this entire book of Bamadabar, that's a beast, long, strong, worded book. That's going to be done in a day or two. It won't be past Wednesday. That book will be done. And then we move over to Dabarim, Deuteronomy. But what are we doing today? We're here on a mission to get everybody to get this pure translation right. We want it in every household. We want the real Tanakh, the one that don't have the vowel points. Now, when I covered it the last time, it tripped people out. I'm going to hit a little bit again today. Because we got to drive home how when you read your version, you're going to be like, mine ain't quite understandable like that. That's because of those vowel points. So we're running a campaign. And you can participate in the campaign. Or you can just sit back and just wait. But I'm going to go through the campaign real quick so everybody understands what is at stake here and how you can play an important part. This is the True Scriptures Project. So today we are doing a heavy promotion on a telethon for this project. We're doing the Tanakh translation at the same time we're doing the Brit Hadash, that's the New Testament, expansion. Tanakh is Old Testament, Brit Hadash is New Testament. We're done with the Brit Hadash. Let us explain to you what we're doing so that you understand. We are now giving you the opportunity to be one of the first to have a hardcover True Scriptures Tanakh. So there's only going to be the ones who qualify for that. I'm going to show you. You got to be a package holder. But let me give you the backdrop so you understand how important it is, translation. Welcome to the True Scriptures Tanakh translation. That's the OT. And the Brit Hadash NT expansion campaign, phase 3. There's only 3 phases. We're in the 3rd phase. Our mission is to unveil the true word of Yahuwah by correcting the thousands, I'm going to prove to you, thousands of inaccuracies present in current translations of the Tanakh across all languages. These inaccuracies stem from a reliance on the flawed Masoretic text, which introduced a misleading vowel pointing system. That's death. As soon as you hear vowel points, you might as well say death. I'm not going into eternal life. I got tricked. Satan is keeping everybody out of eternal life who falls for the vowel points. It was created between the 7th and 10th century. So you got 700 to 1,000 years after Yahuwah came to the earth, walked on the earth as Yahusha, left back as Yahuwah Mashiach. So you got about 1,000 years later, they're going to come up with this system. You don't see any of those vowel points at all, not one on any of the Dead Sea Scrolls or the Torah Shemarani. You don't see no vowel points. These alterations diverted worship away from Yahuwah's true name. That's the whole mission. All they want to do is take away from Yahuwah's name. That's their mission. And promote the truth. We are dedicated to restoring the scriptures in their original purity, starting with the translations into English, using the oldest and most reliable manuscripts such as the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Torah Shamarani, Samaritan Pentateuch. We aim to provide every true believer with access to the unaltered word of Yahuwah. With this, we can properly translate. This is important because the Leningrad Codex is the oldest complete Old Testament Tanakh in the world, and we own a certified facsimile copy. So because it's complete, and because we also have access to Dead Sea Scrolls and Torah Shamarani, and we learned how to not have to get fooled by the vowel points, we can now go into the Leningrad Codex, we digitize it, we remove all the vowel points, and now we know how to properly translate these words. The Aleppo Codex and the Codex Turensis, we got all of these, okay? Now, at the same time, with the True Scriptures Brit Hadash, New Testament being complete, we are exposing, this is ridiculous, the Greek-based errors that have misled many for centuries. We believe that our Brit Hadash New Testament translation is the most accurate in the world. Your support will help shine a light on Yahuwah's true word by bringing clarity and truth to a world in desperate need of it. So you help expand it. You help promote it. We run thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of advertisements to get people to expose them to that, to what we have available to them. So now, here's your date. Sister Diane, here you go. Phase 3 is going to run through now May the 31st, 2025. So we got about, exactly 2 months remaining. And this whole translation should be complete. The whole Tanakh. We got a real solid estimate now that we've got all these bigger books pretty much nailed down. And the campaign support package, so watch. And campaign support packages with exclusive items are available for those who want to help get this project done faster by contributing, but contributing is not mandatory, you see. Some people just want to buy the book. They're going to wait till we have the soft covers come out. Some people say, look, I want to be a part of the big movement here. Once the project is completed, people will be able to purchase just the translated book if they desire. The support packages are exclusively for those who want to collaborate and be part of the restoration. You get to say, I restored it with the team. That way we can have Yahuwah's true word get to the world. So join us so we can get this unblemished message out there, right? Now I'm going to go through the packages. Remember, you got to May the 31st to get there. So our packages start with the Opal package. So in order to get you the hardcover, you need to reach at least the $300 Opal package level. Now, what I love about our campaign is you can contribute and accumulate your way there. Some people just get an Opal package. Like today, we saw some people get an Opal package. They did $300. They're going to talk to their accountant about how to write it off, whatever they can. We tell you, we're not a nonprofit. That way we don't have the government telling us nothing to do with how we translate. And we're raw. What we use the funds because we got to translate. We got to take staff. We got to pull them off of other projects. We got to make sure everybody keeps moving over here on our side. And everybody that we know of is very, very honored that we're doing it this way. And they're very excited to participate. Now, the first thing that happens once you read the Opal package, you're now going to be eligible to receive a beautifully bound True Scriptures hardcover professionally stamped copy of the Tanakh Old Testament upon completion of the project. Once we get it completed, we get it reviewed, we get it to the printers, and then we get your address and we send everybody their copies. We had less than 400 do it in the Brit Hadash. That's still quite a bit, right? I know we got over 200 right now. I think maybe it might be 300 now. So do you want to be one of these very few people that get that professionally stamped hardcover? That's going to be that's legendary. You're going to get the special edition. Nobody else gets this particular True Scriptures 10 Commandments canvas. And you're going to be able to get the long sleeve t-shirt with the name. Your name is going to be on the back of that t-shirt. And then when people ask, what's that? Whose name is that? Do you want your name on the back of that t-shirt? Right? When people say, whose name is that? Let me kind of give you a visual. I'll come back to this screen, But I want to give you a visual what the last t-shirt looked like with everybody's names on the back of it. Look at that. See all them names on there? And then once that t-shirt wears out, like we give that to you free as part of your package. But if the t-shirt wears out and you want to order another one, if you were qualified, you'll be able to order them to forever. Congratulations to Kadeem. He just got Opal package qualified. Y'all give Kadeem a shout out. Right? Now, how many of y'all, put it in the chat, your name's going to be on this next shirt that comes out? How many of you are already Opal package qualified or higher, and your name is going down in eternity in history, in eternal history? Your name's on the back of that shirt. See, get your name. I mean, if you got a chance to do it, if you got a chance to have your name on the back of that shirt, and if you don't do it, that's going to be one of the craziest regrets you ever had. You're going to be like, what stopped me? I'm spending money on everything. Here's the most important work since Yahuwah came to the earth and gave himself up. They done disturbed his word to the fact where his name has got forgotten. His name has been forgotten. We're fixing it. So get your name on the back of that t-shirt. Hey, right away, you're going to get access to the True Scriptures digital collection platform. Ask everybody what that's worth. We've already got Bereshit, that's Genesis, and we got Shemot, Exodus, is loaded on the digital platform. That's 90 chapters that you get access to digitally before everybody else gets it. And then there's another 8 books in there. And we're going to put 5 more in there for the people to hit I think they hit the next level. All right, the branding is beautiful. Look at the branding. It's just gorgeous. Everything we do here is first class. Look at all the people in the chat. My name's on the shirt. My name's on the shirt. Look at that. Everybody represented. If your name's on that shirt, put it on there. The next package is the topaz. If you can get the topaz, because you get all these other benefits. You get what comes in the first package. But you're also going to get that beautiful picnic blanket with Yahuwah's name massive on it. PTT Yahuwah exclusive picnic blanket. It's a great witnessing tool. You're going to get the PTT Yahuwah sports bottle. Great witnessing tool. You get 5 additional book access. We're going to load some of those up here in the next couple of weeks to the digital collection. Nobody else gets access to them. You get that access. You're going to get VIP access to the virtual retreat that we already recorded. 11 hours of content covering the 6 pillars of success of your life, and it will hit you like you never thought before. Everybody that was at that retreat, put something in the chat. What did that retreat do for you? It says so many people free. They got tools. They know what to do with the word. See, to get the word, now know what to do with the word. Shout out to Tyson Lee. He said his name's going to be on that shirt. Shout out to Brother Tyson. But hey, but we got another one coming up this next month in April. So within the next 30 days, we got another virtual retreat. You get free access to that. Now that's saving you, I think that was $197. That's a couple $100 you don't got to pay as long as you get the topaz. So that's a couple $100 value for the digital collection, a couple $100 for the virtual retreats. You're already at the topaz pack if you was going to buy those separate. But here you contribute. You ain't buying nothing. Daniel Livingston, he working his way to purple diamond. Anybody in here working their way up to purple diamond, by the way? Now, if you've hit topaz, put it in the chat. Wherever you're at now, put, I'm here, my goals to go here. I'm here, my goals to go here. That's the beautiful brand. You see that big picnic blanket, the sports bottles, right? All the great stuff here. Now, the Emerald Pack is where you get exclusive, and they're waiting on me now. So I got to get over to it. Y'all, thank y'all for being patient. We're getting ready to upload the content for the app. So all the infrastructure and the architecture for the app has been done, right? We've already ran tested over on the Google store. We've, the Android. We've done it over on the Apple store. We've done all that good stuff. But you're going to get access to this portal we're building out that's about $500 value. It's the 6 Pillars of Success membership portal, all right? And you're going to get the virtual Q&A session after everything is completed, just only for Emeralds and above. You're going to get the luxury duffel bag, great branding, Supreme coffee mug, great branding. All right? But you got to get to 1,000. You can start there. You can accumulate your way there. That's the beautiful branding. Now, this is everybody's goal. If you love what you're hearing and you want to be able to say, man, I missed that first campaign to get that Berit Hadash. This is how you can get the new color Berit Hadash that's professionally stamped. if you get the sapphire. You're going to get all three parts. You're going to get the Tanakh, you're going to get the Beretta Dash, you're going to get the combined book. They're all going to be stamped. Got it? Your money said, hey, Thomas family working towards purple diamond. We're at sapphire. How many of y'all already a sapphire? Put it in the chat. Got a whole bunch of people that gearing up for purple diamond. Cynthia said, I'm going for it. Isn't that awesome? Sue said, I hope I'm close to sapphire. Hey, check in on it. Go look at it. And you can log into your platform and see every time you contribute. All right. Renee said, my vision is purple diamond. Like, go for it for Yahuwah. Why not? Get that 3-part hardcover series. Get the beach towel. Get the Bluetooth speaker. And then get a little part of in the documentary that we're going to be pitching to all Hulu and all these different places to tell how this whole thing came and how it all happened. And you'll get a little testimonial in there. Isn't that cool? The brand is off the charts. Look at that big, old, beautiful beach towel. We brought some of those down to Saku so people know. They saw the quality. It's off the charts. Shannon says she just reached sapphire. She said she got 4 kids. She on limited income and she's disciplined. And Yahuwah keeps giving her more seed to sow. Brother Clarence in the building. Brother Clarence is always consistent. I just want to send you a shout out, let you know we love and we appreciate you, Brother Clarence. Purple Diamond, these are for the tithers, for the first fruits people, for the people that understand long term. We've already got several people got here. You know, Daniel Libby's there. Daniel Bakote's there. Robert Powzick's there. Who else is there? Put your name in chat. I think Queen and Larry's there. Lorena's there. You know, I think is Anna Tatum. I think she's up in there. Isn't that awesome? But they're going to get 3 sets. So they're going to get 9 different books that are professionally stamped. Shout out to Robert Powzick, our purple diamond. Over there in Budapest, Hungary, fam. We're everywhere. Well, he going to get 9 different. Now, think about it. He got children, right? Now, I know he got 5, 6 kids. So you might say to your kids, now, look, here's how this is going to go down. Based on your discipline, here's who's going to get a copy. Those are heirlooms. You're going to all kind of additional swag. Plus, they're going to throw in the design hats. They're going to throw in the polo shirts. You're going to get 8 of this, 10 of that. 4 of this, you're going to get all kind of swag to be able to promote Yahuwah's name. And then you get a longer part of the documentary, and then you get 2-hour Zoom meetings with me. So when everything is done, we'll start scheduling. And if you're Purple Diamond, these are going to be 2 scholars. I'm going to trip your brain out. Because you're going to be there with me for an hour, and we're going to do a scholarship Zoom meeting. And you're never going to be the same, ever. You ain't never been through nothing like this. I already know it. I know what that's worth. That's worth 10 grand itself. That's worth 10 grand just to have an hour with me for scholar training. That's all your branding. What I love about what we're doing is you can accumulate your way there. For example, if you were going for Opal, say you were starting today, you can do $100 now, do $100 a couple of weeks, and then by the end of May 31st, do 100, you got Opal. And the system we use is donorbox.org. They're a phenomenal organization. They've done billions of dollars worth of transactions for companies that raise and have support systems and have organizations that do campaigns. They're so professional. They keep track of everything. The support's phenomenal. Once you contribute, whatever email you contribute to, go back to that first email. You can set up an account, and then you can watch and how much you're accumulating in there. You got it? We're going to take all kind of forms of payment: credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, crypto, stocks, all of it. Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle, we got you covered. Got you covered. All right. So if you need to use Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle, just send an email to info@promotethetruth.com. People do it all the different times, and they'll send you back, hey, here's how you do it via Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle. It's pretty simple. All right, so are you loving the campaign? Do you love the fact that we're going and tearing down these vowel points? Now, let me show you how important this is. We got this digitized, so I'm going to show you something to trip you out. I did this before, and then we'll wrap up this session. I'm just going to show you something, how important this is. I'm going to show you. We did this before. Let me pick up the book of Isaiah, because that's always a great one. That first chapter of Isaiah just blows people out of the water. Yeah. All right. Now, this, I'm going to put it on the screen. And then I'm going to tell you what this says, okay? I'm going to put this on the screen. I'm going to put it in the chat, but I'm also going to put it on the screen. All right. Now, this is Isaiah. So Yeshayahu, I'm going to keep it short, so hopefully I can get it all on the screen. Yeshayahu 1:1. Okay? Now, I'm going to put this up on the screen. Hopefully it all gets up on the screen. Let me look over on YouTube. Yep, it went all on there. Now, let me show you something. All right, that is Isaiah 1 verse 1. And that is Hebrew, Abari, without the vowel points. All right, that's without the vowel points. And so when we translate it, I'm going to give you the translation of that. Katie says she's a sapphire. Way to go, Katie. Yay! Hey, how many different contributions did you do to get to sapphire, Katie? Just kind of give people an example. We have people give 20, 30, 40, 50 times, and all of a sudden they got a bigger number. They just, every day, they're trying to do a little bit. You know, they're trying to. They might not have it for 2 or 3 days, but after 3 or 4 days, they usually, people that's really on the hammer, they usually don't go more than 3 days without contributing, just to keep everything moving with the process and the campaign. All right, now watch this. All right, here we go. I'm going to put it in the chat. Now, I don't know if it's going to fit all over on YouTube. I don't know why YouTube kind of limits that. All right, here go Isaiah 1:1, True Scriptures Translation. All right, let me see if it made it. Nope, it cut off. Where it cut off at Ahaz. All right, I see it. I'll give y'all the rest of it over on YouTube. 1 second. I see where it cut off. It cut off at Ahaz. All right. Let me put that over there for y'all, YouTube. All right, YouTube, y'all see it? You see it? All right, I gave y'all the rest of it, YouTube. I gave it both sides. Now watch. I'm going to put it on the screen. All right, it's up on the screen. So those Hebrew words, see, it says, this is the vision of Yeshayahu, the son of Amoz, which he saw concerning what would happen to Yahudah and Jerusalem. These events occurred during the time of Aziyahu, Utam, Ahaz, and Hazikiyahu, who were the kings of Yahudah. All right. What happens is, y'all see that? Y'all see it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to put that Hebrew back up there, and I'm going to tell you why it says what it says. All right? That says what it says because there's no vowel points. Okay? There's no vowel points there. Now, watch this. Watch this. You see right there, this is the vision of Yeshayahu, the son of Amoz, which he saw concerning what would happen to Yahudah and Jerusalem. Now, when you have the vowel points in there, I'm going to show you. Again, pay attention. Look closely. Hold on, I'm going to get it where I can put up there fast. Y'all going to trip out. Y'all going to trip out. All right. Now, when you got them vowel points, see now, this is no vowel points. All right, that's no vowel points. So you saw where it said Yahudah? Yahudah, right? Well, when you put it up this way, if you go off of the vowel points that they created, watch this. I'm going to show you how that same verse looks with vowel points. Watch this. Now look at all them little dots. You ready? Look at all them you see all them little dots all over the place? Those are vowel points. Now look how many of them it is. In that same one verse where there was no vowel points, look what those Masoretes, the people that are the Pharisees, who say they are Yahudim but are not, look at all them vowel points. Now that word Yahudah changes to Yehudah. Yehudah. It goes from Yahudah to Yehudah all of a sudden. What happened? What happened? Isn't that nuts? Now watch, I'm gonna put verse 2 up there. See, I'm gonna put verse 2 of Isaiah. Y'all see all them vowel points? All those vowel points changes the pronunciation. If I put Isaiah 2 up there, now let me show you something that's crazy. Isaiah 1 verse 2 with the vowel points. Look, you see that? I'm gonna put it on the screen. You see this? See all the vowel points? Well, look in the almost in the middle there. There's a key word in that sentence. There's a key word in that sentence, fam. I'm gonna copy and put it on the screen. So in there with all them vowel points in there, every vowel point equals an error. Every vowel point equals an error. In that, look real close in that screen, you're gonna see this word in there. And it's got vowel points on it. You see that word? Look at that. Well, if you take the vowel points off of that, it will say Yahuwah. If you leave the vowel points on that word, it says Yehovah. 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 Take the vowel points off, Yahuwah. Put the vowel points on, Yehovah. Now, y'all, hey, if that's in every single verse in all of the scriptures, they vowel pointed the heck out of it. So how many errors are you dealing with when you got all them books in the Tanakh? They don't want you to say his name. Who? Satan. The power's in Yahuwah's name. But if you got them vowel points, see, look at that word. Now, we got a system. We got it digitized without the vowel points. So if we do our translations and then we don't have no vowel points, look. Same letters, no vowel points, Yahuwah. Same letters, no vowel points, Yahuwah. Same letters, vowel points, Yehovah. That's how they keep fooling everybody. Then you know the word they don't mess with? Vowel points are not. Hallelujah. They just leave that one alone. I think Yahuwah tied their whole system up and said, I'm not going to let you twist that word. But if you don't twist hallelujah, you left yourself wide open to prove that you are faking the whole world because it don't say hallelujah. It don't say hallelujah. It says hallelujah. So we caught you in your lie just with the word hallelujah. Huh? You don't do that. And that's what we do time after time. We just go through. We just go through the translation. We've got all the vowel points removed, and we give you the opportunity to have a non-vowel pointed system of scripture translation at tsinfo.org. Right there. Are you in on this? Greatest work. Greatest work. Greatest work ever. Greatest work ever. Why? The greatest work ever. Why? Since Yahuwah came to the earth. Because you get his pure word. And nobody can trick you. And all the philosophies go out the doors. And all the theologians, they hate this because their seminaries are full of fraudulent material because they want to go with the PowerPoints. If you in on this, let's go. Let's build. Let's get the momentum. Let's go higher. How big can we get? How big can we build the kingdom's treasury with what we're doing here? How far can we spread this out? How far? How many subscribers we're at right now? Hey, we've been advertising all over the place. Y'all part of this. 269,000. We'll be at 270,000. We're averaging about 1,000 subscribers per day on our YouTube channel. 269,633. We'll be over 270. We're approaching 300,000 subscribers. Y'all remember when it went over 200,000. But guess what? That's y'all. That's us. All we're doing is exposing it everywhere. We don't buy no subscribers. We don't buy no followers. Don't leave. We don't do none of that. We just advertising. Whoever wants to hit that subscribe button, they can. And then it's about 1,000 a day going, I want to hear more of this. Because of what we're doing as a family. Now you tell me you can't go feel good about something like that? Man, come on. This is the bomb. Now I just explained to y'all the most critical part of the translation process of the Tanakh. No vowel points. No Septuagint. See, you got to go through a gauntlet over there in that Christian stuff. Over there in the Christian world, number one, they're gonna give heed to the vowel points if they do use Hebrew. Number two, they're gonna try not to use Hebrew. They're gonna try to use the Greek, the Septuagint. That's asinine, that's a 10, that's 11. That's just asinine. So you got to go through the gauntlet of the Latin. They got the Latin, Vulgate, the Septuagint, Greek. So you got Latin, Greek, and jacked up Hebrew with vowel points. In your translation, if you got any other English translation in the world right now, you are getting bombarded with them three. And over here, we use none of them. We only use non-vowel pointed original Hebrew word writing. We translate that over and it makes sense to everybody that hears it. And when people pray, they get their prayers answered. Period. That's how we do it over here. I'm going to be back here about 6:15. I'm coming back with some more heat. Y'all already know I'm coming back with some more heat. If I'm on this like this now, if I'm already on it like this now, y'all already know what's coming up. I'll catch y'all back around 6:15. Get a chance. Let's take it up. Name of Yahuwah.